again, so there's...
Is there gonna be people here?
Yeah, are they just gonna stay home because it's raining?
Yeah.
Because they're weird?
Weirdos.
All the flies are around
Community
York.
Center. Now that's an impressive building. Clock tower
I love it
is
how
impressive,
York is just surrounded by flies.
Yeah. Lord of the Flies.
Don't worry, citizens of Greenvale, the government is here.
The stinky, smelly government.
So I can go fishing also?
Yes, you can go fishing in this game.
There the flies are.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. Oh, that was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red
That's
tree.
so funny looking.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak.
Investigations?
Yeah, that's not
Good afternoon.
right.
I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham.
Like
Truly a
everyone?
heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl. And to bring the one responsible.
I'm not
to
the only one
justice.
seeing these bugs, right?
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents.
He's not even talking into the
Firstly,
microphone.
Please,
So,
stay away
yeah,
from any
it's-
dark, dangerous, isolated places.
So the microphone is like really, really sensitive.
Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please
Direct cause of
guide
death,
your children
loss
away
of blood
from
from
places.
wound. How does that help any of the town folk?
I don't know.
Please, don't lose your blood.
Avoid going out when it is raining.
If
Now,
someone
try to
stabs
keep-
you, stop bleeding. Stop
Try,
it!
try to keep all the blood inside you.
There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Oh, hello there.
Mysterious person.
Well, not so mysterious anymore.
Yeah. Them flies.
So on stage we have the sheriff.
That's
We have a
Carol,
smelly person who
Thomas's
has
sister.
his
She
own
owns the bar.
cloud of flies around him, and we have a cat lady.
The Mötley Crew.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining.
They're already
Young
doing
women
that.
should be especially careful.
So yeah,
So yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
I was about to say that.
The murderer
And they're already
caught.
keeping their blood inside their bodies, so that's good too.
But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Right.
So this is pretty much just an excuse to get to know everyone in the town.
Even the rich guy. in the
Hey,
mask.
Harry.
You should probably stop me at some point.
Hmm? Who?
You.
Oh. Well, if you have eaten enough for your small slice, I can eat any. Any you have
Just one
remaining.
more.
We're eating pizza.
For our sins, we
This
must
is
not
great.
frown. The loss
Cheers.
of Anna was for that debt.
Truly the food of kings.
Mm-hmm.
There was a poem written by some guy in YouTube whose name I can't remember at the moment,
Wander in hell,
who-
my friend. So says Mr. Stewart.
who wrote a poem for Michael, and it was fucking great. I'll tell it later on when we get to that part in the game.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach. Let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Well, let's.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
First impressions go, a swarming cloud of flies is not.
You jumped off the stage.
Yeah.
There's
Like
no
a
time
cool
to use the
guy.
stairs.
Quite a performance. Mysterious, very poetic.
Is it fitting that
take
Harry
me to
is
your eyes.
wearing a gas mask?
Mr. Francis York Morgan. The purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain.
Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then, your case is solved.
That doesn't even rhyme.
What is to happen to solve the crime?
You could just fucking tell me what's happening around here.
Proper time. It is
I'm gonna wheelie you in for obstruction of justice.
student's time, not mine.
But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with
Are those fucking bees?
with
I
Mr.
don't
Stewart,
know.
They look like they
They
might
look
be
like
bees.
bees!
informative.
I need to freeze frame that shit when I'm editing this.
So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry,
Bees, not the
You know
bees.
Ah, not the
But there's some
bees!
reason
No!
is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Just jacking it up.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention.
Get away from me, you bee!
And the premonitions.
That was surprisingly more
Small
fitting
they
than
may
I
be,
would have thought.
They still are fine.
Those are fucking
And
bees!
your
Or
investigation.
wasps, whatever.
So says Mr.
What's
Stewart.
the difference
Thanks for the
anyway?
warning.
Bees are the ones that are furry and
Me
nicer.
and Zach,
Wasps
we
are the
know.
motherfuckers.
Okay, so there are different species, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, drink the coffee!
Yay, some coffee!
God sent.
Ah, you found some coffee in a fucking audience hall or whatever. And just gulp it down because why not? You don't eat the lollipop.
Yeah, because that makes me more satisfied.
You
Stuff your face
Yeah.
with a
With a
lollipop.
lollipop!
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Ah, the waitress has arrived.
Thank you.
So generic characters. They're
Like
copies
the-
of each other.
Hey girl, how you like my bees?
So is there anyone else I can talk to? Except for Emily?
There are
I-
some people on the
there
other
are- there-
rooms.
Agent
Yeah.
York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Dinner?
Let's get dinner. Oh, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Let's talk to Thomas.
Agent
Why are you
York,
such a wussy,
your
Thomas?
words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing?
The dramatic scene is so
I forgot
undermined,
to
but
ask.
fucking bees are
You don't have a
swarming
tattoo,
around Thomas.
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
But
Yes.
senpai, it's embarrassing.
Yoko senpai!
If it's gonna help you.
I'm going to bet. I'm betting it's some kind of a butterfly or something. He's such a wimp.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that, did it tell you anything? It told me. that
Well,
you
he turned
didn't
his
kill
back
her.
on you, so it's probably on his butt.
What are you saying?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big
Yeah, you
heart
oughta
with
see
an arrow
it.
through
Yeah.
it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
Right. I haven't
What, Love Guns N' Roses?
been through the 80s.
Man, there are other rooms than this hall.
Oh. Right.
And you keep forgetting that you can bust through doors.
Yeah, that's true. I do. True too.
That is very true to do too.
Yeah. Yeah.
These bees keep following me. Am I their new queen?
Why exactly are they following me?
So yeah, I talked to Olivia in the diner when I was playing on my own.
Oh.
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed
our town is
unfocused
super
the day
weird.
after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did
Almost
that
as
legendary
if
monster
she
really
used
kill
up
her?
all her
It wasn't a
electrolytes on something.
Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Okay, so this guy is the Leo Johnson proxy of the game.
Okay.
Leo Johnson was the resident scumbag. Well, okay, one of many resident scumbags of Twin Peaks.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York.
U.S.?
I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna
Yeah,
worked
that
at?
doesn't
I
sound
get
right. As opposed to the Russian special agent.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
Well, that was abrupt.
You're
Nope,
sure?
nothing.
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
You're
Yeah.
gonna tell me what I wanna know or I'll sick my bees on you.
Well, he's a son of a bitch.
There's a suspect by the door. Oh yeah, it's this guy.
Suspect.
Cool pants.
With snakeskin pants.
That is suspect.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Please, call me York.
Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the
You
gunsmith.
own a gun store, so I...
There you go.
The
there
game
something
made a
you
freeze
wanna ask
frame
me?
for me.
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Oh, I can buy some stuff.
Yeah, you can, well, buy some lollipops and eat them.
Lol.
No, wait, you're gonna go for dinner afterwards, so...
Yeah, probably not. Let's buy some bullets. Just buy something. What?
Dumb.
Oh.
You can't carry any more of those.
He's trying to sell me a gun I already have.
Yeah. Sure, don't buy it, just finish. Guns are just
You've
tools
got quite
for
a
killing
selection
people.
here.
They sure are.
No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood.
If
Look
you know
forward
what
to
I
it.
mean.
The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Doesn't it seem like
What?
really shady that the
Yeah,
gun
that's
store
a
is...
really weird time.
Only
to have
at
it open.
night.
Suspect identified.
I need your boots, your clothes, and your
You're
motorcycle.
Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Yes, I'm Lily.
Hello there, Lily.
Hello.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Also, I
Well, I can't
introduced
say much
myself
about
in the
Scott.
hall earlier.
But the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Also, I have
Everyone
a trained
has their own
army of
ritual.
attack bees.
It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
Very fucking
Look at
funny.
me laugh at you.
So, have you noticed anything
Funny
strange or out
person,
of place
you.
recently?
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was in shock after the murder.
Well, yeah,
But,
You think there's
getting your
something
best
else?
friend killed can do that.
well,
Yeah.
I took the boys along to see her today.
She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Why not today?
Yeah.
So who's the rockin' guy?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
Look at those 6 sideburns.
They're pretty sick.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone always
Back in the hole!
Okay, York. No problem, man.
Back in your hole!
Keith, I hear you run the milk.
This guy has
bar
some
convenience
ADHD.
store.
or
That's
something.
right, man. Rock and roll!
This guy does not look like a proprietor
Is there
of a
raincoats
store.
there by any chance?
Yeah,
Well,
but nobody
not a
ever
store
buys
like
them,
Milk
though.
Barn.
Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours. Now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man. Rock on, FBI!
It's a retard.
Rock on, man! Polly's looking at the agent on her.
And now he's looking at your ass.
Yes.
Hey, Polly, look at my asshole. So yeah, this is the Greenvale log lady.
Oh my. My pot is getting cold.
My pot has seen things.
Why did you take the pot with you?
Sigourney.
Hey, mister. My pot is getting cold.
Another
You
crazy
are-
person.
Yes.
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Yeah, Marcus, you're useless.
Apparently so.
Stop being so useless.
He takes the cake. Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Jim, Gina, Jack.
So this couple owns the gas station.
I've nothing to say to you.
I haven't asked you anything yet, Jack.
Shut it! I might open up if you introduce me to, I don't know, a Ben Franklin or two.
Okay.
He loves it.
Guess there's always someone like him in every town.
What a creature.
Hello again, Agent York.
That's about as white trash as you can get.
And you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good
Calling
today.
someone a
Well, that's good to hear. Do
creature
you have
is
any
really
information that could
not
help me?
very polite.
That's not very polite.
Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation.
Those.
Yeah, that's how people talk.
Play the gas stand again.
And emote.
I'll give you the best service in town.
Oh, I bet you will.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
I'm guessing this Jack guy is the killer.
It's certainly possible.
Such a douche.
Because he ain't got nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Maybe the bees did it.
Hello,
Agent
Usha.
York, you making progress?
Of course, plenty.
Did you?
But tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was the sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably.
Well, that was
huddled
something
up
that wasn't ripped off from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Oh, yes,
In
you
his
should.
own way, the husband was
And I'd
just
appreciate it if
as
you
crazy
could,
as
too.
the wife.
Yeah,
Don't
Leland
go
was
too
fucking
hard,
crazy.
Okay.
He took it really hard when Laura died.
Yeah, that would have made for some great material. I'm surprised that
Are
they
you
didn't
getting
go for
closer
that.
to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
Also, I'm surprised that Fiona isn't more like
I don't
Lucy.
think so at all. People don't
Yeah.
understand why he's in the autopsy room all day.
but I do.
Lucy's the
He's
one who
doing
answers the
research
phone
to
at the
make
police
world
station,
a
right?
better
Yeah.
place in
Yeah.
the future.
And it makes
you know, he already made a fortune.
absurdly specific details
I did
about
not know
where
that.
he put the phone.
Yeah,
Or
she's-
where the phone is.
Yeah, she's very
The doctor
robotic
is a
in
very
many ways.
rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and
Not
young.
trying to disparage
Perfect
the
combination.
actor's
But you
acting
don't get
skills,
that
just
feeling
the way
from him
the
at all,
character
do
is
you?
written, and
He
it's
doesn't
good.
show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Okay. Why did you get scared like that?
Fiona is secretly the devil.
Yeah.
And only Asha can see it.
Well, all black people can sense devils.
Wait, is it the cats?
Black people, cats. Shrug.
You're the FBI agent, are you?
The general.
Right. He has a sergeant marking on
FBI
his
Special Agent
arm and
Francis
he's called the
York
general.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam.
Ignore my badge. I'm actually the general,
Real-life war
not
hero.
the sarge. Or
So why are
sergeant.
There actually is a reason for it. I'm just gonna say that.
Town.
Okay, that's cool. So it's not just they didn't do the research.
Yeah.
Town. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that
Is
a
he
problem?
like a fallen comrade?
You imbecile.
Do we want to do the side quest to find out?
Not
Also, this guy sounds really familiar.
It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right.
Who the
Soldier,
fuck is
if you
this
wanna hear
guy's
more, you come to
voice
my
actor?
office.
He sounds really familiar.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though.
Exudes raw power.
Calls himself a general, but isn't that a
Oh,
sergeant's
he made
uniform?
the same
Yeah,
observation
yeah.
as I did.
Nice.
He acknowledges the fact,
Yeah.
and there is a reason for it why he wears that.
Yeah,
So
I'd
if-
rather you just tell me.
Oh, you want to tell? I want to tell you.
Tell me.
Well, I'm eating.
Tell me.
I'm just eating just pizza.
Tell me.
Give me a sec. Okay. So
Tell
the
me
reason
or
why
you
he
get
wears.
the bees.
So the reason why he is wearing a sergeant's uniform is spoilers. Is that back in Vietnam he lost his like a lot of good men under his command when he got like promoted. I think.
So he thinks he doesn't deserve it?
Yeah, he thinks he doesn't deserve the rank of general, so he calls himself. That's why he wears the general, the fucking sergeant's uniform.
Or patch. Stapled onto the uniform or whatever.
Hey,
Just
no
over
beers
here.
allowed in the smoking area.
I'm just
And
over
was
here
an airhead.
casually smoking and being.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun.
Man,
Everyone
she
looked at
sure
her and
enjoyed
knew she was a
breaking those
cute,
plates.
adorable,
Yeah.
loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the
What the fuck is this music?
Goddess.
These music changes are giving me auditory whiplash because the mood changes are so abrupt. She got sick of your bees.
Yeah.
I need to find a woman who understands my bees.
Let's talk to these guys.
Hello, Mister. I think I might have STBs.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
Are you some sort of
I
psychic?
memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
Well, that's awkward.
We see
Sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat.
Where?
That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think
How
of.
about
He was
Quinn?
even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Yeah, that guy doesn't know about cold reading.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
That's the name of the dev, right? Swery?
Yeah, the guy who directed this.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great.
Wrote this, I think.
Aside from the
Yeah.
murder that happened here.
Yep.
The weirdo.
Yeah, the weirdo who made a trade, the Steam trading card out of himself.
Big town, small town, just as
The guy who we
guess
owe
you're right.
all this weirdness
So,
to.
how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. She always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Fuck those bees. It just kind of reminds me about having like some kind of force field or shit
Good
that
evening,
protects
Agent.
you and like a shoot 'em up.
My force field is
He's
made
the
out of
gravekeeper.
The gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian.
Mr.
retro
Brian?
Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Funny guy, you're.
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
Well, he's a fucking weirdo.
I
for
totally
sure.
agree. That's why I'm here.
Because he's the
looking for the
gravekeeper.
one who did it.
Hey,
Yeah,
I was a
close.
gravedigger.
What?
When I worked at the Helsinki Humane Society, I worked at a pet cemetery.
Her smile.
Okay.
So
And you dug graves.
I
there.
dug graves.
Anna.
Wow.
Blonde hair. So bright.
So, gravekeepers, they're generally required to be weird by law.
Graveyard somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why I got fired. No, I didn't get fired.
Maybe we should at least check it out.
But yeah, I legit worked at a pet cemetery.
So, was that it?
I'm pretty sure that was everyone except for like Polly, you haven't spoken to yet.
So,
What
did you
photo?
ran into any ghosts? At the cemetery? You had to
Mr.
think
Morgan,
about that?
you're
Did I
quite an
run into
impressive
any
public
ghosts?
speaker.
I'm not sure if I ran into any
Thank
ghosts.
you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see
The
the
music
latest
changes in
play.
this game are so weird.
Yeah, they are.
to be
Because
uninterested.
it was total silent before and then
tell
just,
he was
you know,
excited
abruptly
inside.
started. There's
Yeah,
like no-
almost like she would
One
have
of those
start
kind of
telling
guys
some
who
interesting
think
story or
about
something.
now.
Maybe she's beatboxing.
Really?
Look at her.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name.
Yeah, I'm old, you know.
It was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh,
That's not how you say it.
Okay.
Also, she emoted the shit out of that with her
one
lips.
more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes
Jorg
were
is just
so
like,
sparkling,
these bees are
like
pretty
a happy
interesting.
young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
She took off.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators.
That's why you would ship
She
her to
successfully avoided
Guantanamo.
answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
What's so amazing about it?
Because you can't question a grandma.
Yeah.
The grandma just eluded all your questions.
Yeah. She resisted your techniques.
Yeah.
You need a good cop, bad cop sort of thing going on.
Okay, bees, here's how it's gonna go.
Okay, now what the fuck are you supposed to do?
I think that's everyone. You're just supposed to tell Emily that,
Yeah,
okay,
let's
we're
get
done
the fuck
here,
out.
and then leave.
Please let me tell her I want to go. No? Maybe? Yes? No?
Talk to
Maybe you just
George.
walk out.
George! Tell me. No?
Maybe you just walk out the front door.
Check the map.
I can talk to Thomas though.
I can't believe you thought I was a suspect, Agent York. I'm still in shock.
Everyone's a suspect.
Okay.
What, no info gathering bonus? Check the map.
Well, Emily did tell us that we should tell her when we're done, but fuck, I don't know.
The suspect should be a different color. They were supposed to be...
Roman Sigourney, Russell.
So you...
I have talked to everyone here, I think. Equally those.
Yes, you have talked to everyone. So maybe you need to talk to someone twice?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Or maybe you should call the bureau.
Did you try leaving the building?
Yeah, I tried, but there was no way to exit.
Now, maybe you can now because you just talked to Thomas.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Maybe that's not the door, maybe it's on the left. Nope.
So?
Call the bureau.
Come
How can
on,
we do
video
that?
game, what do you want from us?
Phone.
I know you didn't talk to Jim.
Jim?
Jim.
Who's Jim?
That
Oh.
guy.
Oh, right, I didn't.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can.
What?
Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
Yeah, your scar
I
does
read
more
the
damage than
material
this
world,
murderer ever has.
I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
You would?
Would you now?
Yay!
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
It's stupid that the game forces you to talk to everyone.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
It doesn't even give you the indication of who you've missed.
Except unless you haven't seen them.
Yeah. He just looks like he has epilepsy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Parkinson's or something.
Yeah. Some sort of weird disease.
Everyone has some kind of weird disease. It's called insanity.
Yeah.
And the caption is of his showing his badge to the crowd.
Yeah.
Look at my shiny badge.
I'm betting you don't have a badge that's shiny.
Well then, Agent York.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah.
This evening?
We were just about to have a smoke break, but then there was a cutscene which we didn't know was gonna come.
Oh no.
Okay, and let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
Gonna peek!
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would
Why'd
like
you
to
peek
come
at the
in?
cat girl?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Also,
Thomas is a
why
great
was
cook,
that
but Nick is the real deal.
Yeah, he just
No
looked
visit
at
to
her.
Greenvale
It
is
wasn't
complete
a
without being
peek.
at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition.
Like, if someone is next to you and you look at them briefly, it's a glance, not a peek.
Directly back to the
Yeah,
hotel.
a peek
You decide.
implies that you do it in secret. Let's
Yeah.
eat.
Like if you have some sort of cover.
Cover?
Yeah.
What kind of...
Like
what?
your spine is velcro to some chest high wall. Then you can peek.
They can't even sit at the same table.
Sheriff here for
What's up with that?
a long time now.
Well, they're too fat, I imagine.
Worst murder I've ever seen.
Or maybe they don't want to sit next to York because he's attracted to bees.
Yeah, the cat girl doesn't mind. Maybe she
Yeah.
likes bees.
We had our fair share.
Maybe she's a beekeeper.
But just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe. Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled by liquor.
What the fuck is going on with his jacket?
Yeah, it's glitching out.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
All kinds of
Much
gruesome
different from those
shit.
you've just mentioned.
Never
the case
this
I was
many
on
bees,
until
though.
last month. Well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his
Oh,
daily
they're not
life
liking it.
to eat from or as a urine cup.
To eat from or as a urine cup. So hopefully not
That was
both
his
at
way
the
of
same time, because
He
that's
filled skulls with
unsanitary.
Ice, cola, and rum.
Ice cold and rum sounds
Down
fucking
in one go.
delicious.
He was taking a drink and speaking at the same time.
The question of his mental state.
Man, I want a rum and coke now.
Maybe he's
Fuck
a
you, York.
Maybe he's a ventriloquist.
For
Maybe.
me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls.
Thumbs up for insanity.
But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
See, we're on the same wavelength. It's just not sanitary.
Yeah.
That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over...
How?
That's a lifetime of
Thank
work
you,
right
Agent
there.
York.
That is his
Now,
magnum
let's talk about something
opus.
else.
You don't want to hear any more? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
The good part about rape?
Serial rape?
I mean, you're like
Yeah, 800
Agent
serial
just
rape.
jumped
Yeah, and
out
we
from
haven't
the
even
movie or
heard the
something.
good part. Now I'm fucking curious.
What the fuck did he
Playing
do?
Dr. Roberts.
Did he like build an enormous gay reel out of them?
Gay reel. Right, that's an old.
The cases you have solved
Oldie
are
but
all
goldie.
full-fledged
Oldie but
crimes.
goldie.
A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small.
You hear that, guys? Size doesn't matter. Francis York Morgan.
Always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime.
And the
no matter
FBI
what
special
size.
agent music is playing.
So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Right.
You're not making
Well
much
said,
sense,
Agent
York.
Morgan. We work day
No, not
and
well
night
said.
to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me, neither.
Neither.
I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner.
Oh yeah, the diner looks exactly like the one in Twin Peaks, but I guess a lot of like American diners look the same.
Excuse us.
But not maybe this a lot.
Well, you ought to know. You've been there, right?
Let's call it a night.
Did you see many diners
Good
like
night,
this?
No, I didn't.
Did you see many diners, period?
No, not really.
So your information is there completely useless.
My information is based exactly on the experience from Twin Peaks. And I was
You're a horrible scout.
I wasn't even near the fucking place.